The day of the inter-school wizard duel had finally arrived. Moonshade Academy was receiving students from the nearby schools when Alex, Mira, and Theo noticed something strange. They had left their wands above a counter in the main hall, but now they were all gone. To compete, they needed to find their wands in under 10 minutes. Take a look at the image and see if you can find any clue about where the wands might be. Well, what about those muddy footprints leading to the potions room? Those look pretty suspicious, so the three wizards decide to follow them all the way to the next room. When they arrived, they found a disturbing scenario. The potion cabinet was open and lots of potions were missing. These thieves were planning on cheating their way to the top. There were 3 potions left that could help them find their wands. The first one, with the image of an ear, replayed sounds of the past, so they could hear everything that happened in the room. The second one, with an eye on it, revealed traces of magical objects. The third one, with a dog on it, enhanced the sense of smell so they could sniff any object they wanted to. Which potion should they use? Let's see. The first one wouldn't help them locate their wands, and the third one would probably be a bit confusing since there were 3 wands to locate. So they should definitely use the sight potion and track the traces of all magical objects moved until they found their wands. The potion led them all the way down to the dungeon where Moonshade students kept their dragons. When they arrived, they noticed that their dragons were super stressed. Actually, Mira's dragon looked like it was about to get sick. Take a look at the image. Can you spot the reason why Mira's dragon is not feeling well? If you have a good eye, you've definitely got this one right. The faint blue trace of the magic potion led all the way to Mira's dragon's belly. There are 3 blue lights shining inside her dragon's belly. These must be the lost wands. The thieves probably hid it in the dragon food and made Mira's dragon eat them to hide them. Yikes! The trio gave Mira's dragon a potion to get their wands out and ran back to the main hall for the start of the tournament. As soon as they got back to the main salon, the headmaster announced that a dangerous criminal had escaped from a high-security prison and was hiding amongst the students. Alex was chosen to identify the criminal. He narrowed the suspects down to 3 people. The first girl was dressed in a scuba costume. She said she had been on a mission to free a mermaid. The second woman was dressed in a dirty wedding gown. She said she had just arrived from a parallel reality where she saved a bride from a terrible villain. The third woman had her school uniform, but it was burnt. She said she was practicing spells and one of them went terribly wrong, so she almost put herself on fire. Can you guess who the criminal is? It's the third woman. She had no wand with her, so she couldn't have been practicing spells. Plus, the uniform is too small. She probably stole it from one of the real students. Then, it was Theo's time to prove his talents. He was left at a crossroads. Before him, there were 3 roads. One led him to a safe town, the second one to a dangerous forest, and the third to a mountain pass full of rocky debris. There were magical beings standing on the entrance to each road, and they could each answer one question. Theo decided to ask them all the same question. He asked them which road led to the safe town. The creature guarding the first path said that if he wanted to reach town, this wasn't the road. The second creature said that that was the road Theo needed. And the third creature said that if he took the first road, he would get lost. Which road should Theo take to get to the safe town? He should take the third road. The last creature was the only one who didn't talk about his specific road, but rather another one. So he should go down the third road to get to the safe town. The next task got a bit more complicated. Mira needed to cross the everlasting sands, a dangerous desert. She had 6 days to do it on camelback, but there was a catch. She could only carry enough food for 4 days and needed to be the sole person to do the complete journey. She could invite other people to tag along and help her, but only for a few days. These extra people could take extra food and share it all amongst them. How many friends do you think she should invite so that there's enough food for everyone? Let's see. She'll need to invite at least 2 people. Let's say Theo and Alex decided they wanted to tag along. By the end of the first day, they'll have enough food for 9 days. If they ate the equivalent of 3 days of food from Theo's bag, Alex would still have 1 day of food left to head back home and not need to cross the desert. Mira and Theo can continue the crossing with an 8-day food package. At the end of the second day, the total food supply will be reduced to a 6-day package. Now, Theo will have enough food for 2 days in his package, and he can head back home. This will help Mira to finish the 4 last days by herself. Yikes! This tournament is giving me the heebie-jeebies. Now it was Theo's turn to compete. He needed to cross a portal into a dark forest and look for a witch's house. He could only come back after retaining a strand of the witch's hair. After walking a few miles in the dark, he found the witch's house. The witch said she would willingly give him a strand of her hair if he helped her find a hawk's feather that went missing from her cabinet. The witch suspected one of her elves had taken it, so Theo went to investigate the case. Arian said that he was out all day picking berries with the fairies. Elowin said he spent the day at another witch's house testing an anti-aging potion. Ilaria was sorting out the bad herbs from the garden and didn't notice anything weird going on in the house. Theo immediately knew what had happened. Take a look at the picture. Can you figure it out too? It wasn't any of the elves. Theo noticed that the feather had fallen down and was stuck in a crack on the floor.
That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.